Hi guys, this is the second video I'm responding to from EvoGen videos. The name of the video I'm responding to is No Evidence for Evolution, Natural Selection and Transit Fossils. I wrote a paper about it and I'm going to read it out to you. The title of my video is The Evotardjackass. What is an evotardjackass? It is a person who has so strongly believed in evolution that the evidence that is of the contrary is twisted to show that it is evidence for evolution. My preamble. When someone looks at my video and decides the parts that will debunk their ass, they will declare these parts as quote mining and irrelevant, so therefore they are not worthy of their time to prove wrong. You have to wonder why. Why did a so much knowing biology student do something like that, as he gracefully glides over the parts that he has chosen to show off his biological knowledge and tell me I should pick up a book and go and learn about biology? Let me make one thing clear. Being good at explaining rebranded information about biology and showing off of how much you know on the subject is not evidence for evolution. Scientists have never seen with their eyes the things they claim evolve actually evolve. A quote from me: "There is no difference in designing when designers design. The only thing that sets them apart is what they design and how well they do it." So I asked the question, how real is common ancestor and what is the scientific proof that it happened? His answer was, and I quote, genetics, protein comparisons, comparative anatomy and physiology, embryological studies, vestigial organs, which kinds of deals in the same vein as comparative anatomy and physiology, as well as geology, biogeography, and fossils. Let's not forget derived traits, and endogenous retroviral insertions, end quote. I use the Ford, Mitsubishi, and Mercedes analogy to show how scientists use comparative anatomy and physiology as evidence for common ancestor in embryonic similarities. Comparative anatomy and physiology can also prove intelligent design, which is what my Ford, Mitsubishi, and Mercedes analogy was proving, and which evotardjackass himself admitted that it does. So comparative anatomy and physiology can prove intelligent design and evolution at the same time. What sense does it make to call it evidence? If it is evidence, then the evidence is too weak and cannot prove evolution because it also proves intelligent design. Here evotardjackass's response, and I quote, "That's not even close to the creationist argument. Just to help you out there, the Ford, Toyota, whatever argument is actually based on comparative anatomy and saying that because these cars have similarities that they must have a common car ancestor or a common designer rather. However, embryology isn't related," end quote. If you was following, you would have noticed that evotardjackass was off by a factor of 1,000,000 in understanding the Ford, Mitsubishi, and Mercedes analogy. And he is even saying that he is helping me out. So he cannot even debunk the paths that he have chosen. Now, evotardjackass was itching for me to criticize Haeckel. Hear what he said, and I quote, "Truth be told, I'm a little embarrassed and perhaps a little disappointed on your behalf simply because I was really itching for you to say the name Heckle, just so I would have had the pleasure of tearing you and your asshole apart over what bullshit points you would have made using his name. End quote. Now, why the fuck would evotardjackass want to defend Heckle when he knew the fucker is a fraud? That one bit me for a while. I was stunned by that. So I pondered for a while, and it hit me that both he and Haeckel are evolutionary brothers, because both of them defend evolution the same way. The only difference is he uses videos and Haeckel uses drawings. Let me take that part back again. So I pondered for a while, and then it hit me that both he and Haeckel are evolutionary brothers, because both of them defend evolution the same way, by twisting the evidence the same way. The only difference is he is using videos and Haeckel is using drawings. Now the amazing thing is, evotardjackass is actually agreeing with me when I said that common descent was developed on the premise that all living things are genetically related. But he is playing that he is teaching me by showing off his biological knowledge. I was the one that said it first, evotardjackass, again twisting the truth. When I said the $645,000 question is, how could new information be added to the DNA? His answer was, and I quote, "You know, Sparky, I can think of a couple. Polyploidia and ERV insertions. Oh, and there's a third one, gene duplication." End quote. But you forgot this one, evotardjackass, smoking, because it will add new information to the gene to make cancer cells. How bet your biological brain did not figure that one out. But I don't see you evolving. In fact, I see you devolving into an evotard cancerous jackass. Now I will end it there, because all the rest of your points does not disprove my evidence. It is just showing off of biological knowledge, so I will just ignore it. I must say that I was disappointed, because I was expecting a real challenge that would send me back to school. But your strongest evidence was using comparative anatomy and physiology, which I had already proved weak. So you've been fucked the fuck out. Oh, and thanks for the new word, you evotardjackass. Well guys, this is my response to him, and I'm waiting with bated breath for his response to that video. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.